Hello and welcome to another video where we are going to talk today about the number one thing that most people do not do when preparing for the CISSP exam. And that thing, as you can probably guess here, and maybe from the thumbnail, is that most people don't visualize their goal. And when I talk about visualizing, I'm really talking about just having that goal in mind. It's really about having the right mindset of passing the exam. It's about putting in all of the energy that you need to, and it's about putting forth the effort and the time needed to pass the exam and having the mindset that you're going to do whatever it takes to pass. So in this video, one of the things that I try to encourage my mentees, my students to do is to visualize two things in particular. And the two things that you want to visualize is the pass sheet, and that is basically the printout that you get when you pass the exam. This is the printout sheet that you get from the front desk at the Pearson VUE testing centers. And also to visualize your signature line at work. And so I'll go over these two things a little bit more in detail. So the pass sheet, what I've done is I've put together this sort of mock or a template of the letter that you'll get. And this has the exact wording that you're going to get when you actually pass the exam. They're going to print this out. It's going to say these exact words. It's going to say, "Congratulations, we're pleased to inform you that you've provisionally passed, blah, blah, blah," and it's going to give you all this stuff here. What it's going to have is your candidate ID up here, your name, the exam date, your name again. It's actually going to have a picture of you here, and it's going to have the CISSP logo. See, this particular copy, you can't make any edits to it. So what you're going to do is go over to File, and you're going to say Make a Copy. And so when you say make a copy, it gives you a copy of your own version for your Google Drive. So it'll give you a Google Drive version for you that you can edit and do whatever. And so for all this blue stuff, you're going to put something extra in there. So you're going to go to the CISSP logo. And I just recommend doing something like go to the snipping tool if you have Windows. I don't know what the Mac equivalent is of this, but I'm sure there's something. Just go new, and then what you're going to do, I recommend capturing this one here because that's what's actually on the letter. And then you're going to go to here and you're going to paste it. Oh, see, I can't do that. I need to do the actual step where you make a copy. And then in here, now that I have a copy, I can put this thing in here, right there. And this looks a little weird because there's some formatting issues. There we go. So that's actually what it's going to look like. A little bit better, but that's kind of what it looks like. Of course, it's going to say IC squared over here. You're going to put your name here. John Doe, of course, blah, blah, blah. Exam date. You're going to actually put your picture here. So again, let's go to the snipping tool. And since Google has my picture right up here, we'll just grab that sucker and we'll put it right here. And I hate word processors, so let's see if this can work. It's a lot more straightforward in slides. Something like that. This will be a little bit bigger, maybe about that big. It won't have this weird formatting over here. And it's just going to be one page. So let's fix that. There we go. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. And then what I recommend doing is I recommend printing this out. Once you've done all that stuff, you've inserted the date and your name here and your picture there. Print this out. And you can do it any number of ways, whatever works best for you. I had this in a spot where I could look at it and visualize getting that printout each day. And I'd close my eyes for 30 seconds and imagine myself and how I would feel passing that exam. I imagined myself walking up to the front desk at Pearson and grabbing that printout that said that I passed the exam, and that was something I did every day. The other thing that I recommend doing is whatever your signature line is at work, you're going to put your name, your first name, last name, and then you're going to put whatever it is, security, security auditor or something, whatever it is. But up here, what you're going to do is you're going to create a draft in your email program. You're going to put your first name and your last name here, and then you're going to put CISSP. However it is that it appears in your signature line. And I do recommend putting the registered or the trademark, whatever it is. I think it's a registered, is it? Yeah. So you're going to put that R circle right here. And I think in this it's a symbol, special character or something. So if we do this, it is that. There we go. And then you're going to have your other company info, blah, blah, blah. So keep that as a draft in your email. Don't put it on your signature yet, because if you start sending emails with this, that's they consider that to be a violation of their code of ethics, because it's not honest. But you want to put that in your drafts. And then what you want to do is take a look at it every day. Maybe at around the same time that you imagine yourself getting this letter at the front desk of Pearson. You'll want to look at this, and then you'll want to look at this, and you'll want to visualize yourself succeeding on the CISSP exam. And so once again, I'm going to drop this link in the description of the video. Feel free to make a copy of it and print it out, or maybe even have it sitting on your printer at home where you can walk over and pick it up each day and look at it and try to have that feeling, and really just get in the mindset of having that goal of passing the exam in your brain. Really burn that, sear that into your brain so that nothing will stand in your way to get this and to achieve this goal. So that, along with our lessons and our practice tests, and I do recommend having access to multiple test banks, that will help you get in the right mindset and have the right experience and practice in preparing for the exam. So once again, thanks for watching, and head over to CISSprep.net, where we have over 1,200 practice questions available. Good luck in your studies, and have a great day.